It's that time again. Let's check out what kind of game sales we've got. Maybe a couple other items to go over today. So in the Epic Game Store, not too much have changed. They've dropped Magic the Gathering Arena for free. It's a card playing game if you don't already know. The free game this week is Horus. This is supposed to actually be a pretty awesome platformer. I've not got a chance to check it out yet, but it is added to my library. I'm hoping to give it a go tonight. The best platformer of 2019, Horus is a huge platforming adventure which pushes the boundaries of the genre with a profound story of a small robot learning of life, the universe, and Douglas Adams, made by video game lovers for video game lovers. So yeah, best platformer of 2019 is probably a bit objective, but nonetheless, it looks pretty awesome. Looking forward to giving it a shot. Let's jump back over to the store here. The only other real thing here is they still have Shenmue 3 for 30% off. So if that's something you've been looking to grab or get into, it might be a good time to go ahead and grab that up. I personally will probably wait for that to go down to something closer to $24.99, and then I'll definitely grab it up and give it a go. So let's hop on over to Steam. As far as specials go, Slay the Spire is $12.49. If you have Gamepass Ultimate for PC, you can play that for free. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, $23.99. That's a great deal right now on Steam. So if you're someone who hasn't gotten into that game yet, it's a freaking awesome game. I have tons of hours in that on Xbox One, so I would definitely recommend grabbing that up. Play doesn't usually have a lot going on. The only thing they've got going right now is till the 20th. They've got this 75% off DLC and season passes. So if there's anything like that you've been waiting to grab, it would be a good time. But as far as games, there's not really any games on sale. So you got Rainbow Siege Year 4 Pass, $17.99. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Season Pass, $19.99. Now this is actually really good because we'll scroll down here real quick. I saw this earlier. You get like Assassin's Creed Fate of Atlantis, Legacy of the First Blade. So you get these all in the season pass, and there's a bunch of other little missions and things that are involved in that also. It's definitely a good price to grab that up if you have Assassin's Creed Odyssey already. Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Year 1 Pass. I don't know. If you're into that game, that's awesome. For me, that's a pass. Ghost Recon Wildlands Year 2 Pass. I loved this game. It was great. I already have all the passes. You're probably done with that game by now, but if you're not and you haven't grabbed that up, go for it. Watch Dogs Season Pass, Far Cry, Black Flag. These are all DLCs. A lot of older stuff, a lot of DLCs. It's not really much of a sale, to be honest with you, but if there are any DLCs or season passes that are in here that you've been wanting to grab, then make sure you hop on into Uplay and grab those up. There's some things in here for Trials Rising. I don't have that on Uplay, so it doesn't really help me, but that's probably one of the newer DLCs in there. Some For Honor Year 1, $15. You got all these Black Flag add-ons. If you're a big fan of Black Flag and you happen to still mess with that game, these are really cheap DLCs on these. $1.20, $2, $3.40, 40 cents. What else they got in here? Child of Light DLC. Child of Light's a great game. There again, all this is really aged. This is a lot of older stuff for DLC and season passes. Trials Fusion. So that's it for them. Game Pass for PC. So the only game that they added this week, let me go back here, is Children of Morta. I believe that's the only game that really dropped this week. And this looks pretty cool. It has almost like that art style of Dead Cells that everybody's kind of getting into. I noticed a lot of games are
and all the small imperfections
are getting into that kind of art style where even if it's not necessarily a platformer, they're kind of embracing this Dead Cells art, which people are calling it. It's almost like a old school cell shaded type game.
When your world falls apart, It is
But
your
still,
family that
this
holds
looks
it
pretty
together.
cool, and I mean, if you already have Game Pass, you can check this out. It's not going to cost you anything. Let's jump back over here. Hop over to Origin. Now, they don't have a ton going on either. Their Roaring 20 sale has been over for a few days, and they're not really announcing much of a sale right now, but they do have just a few items here. I wouldn't call them great sales, to be honest with you. You've got Madden 20 for $28.79 from $80. That's for the Superstar Edition. Jedi Fallen Order still $53.99. I don't think I've ever seen it go lower than that. It's either been that or full price. Star Wars Battlefront 2, I'm really surprised to see that sitting at $35.99. Normally you can get that game for like $12 or less. Got some Apex stuff in here, FIFA 20, Battlefield 5, Need for Speed Heat. Now if you have Origin Premier, you can play all these games anyway. But if not, but this isn't enough of a cut. This isn't enough of a cut for Plants vs Zombies either. $35.99, Anthem $53.99. So they're not really pushing. They're not really pushing the sales right now. On additional content, similar, some expansions for Battlefront, stuff for Sims 4, more Battlefront, Apex. It's not a ton. Now that the holidays are over, it seems like they kind of took a break. So there's not a lot in Origin to grab either. So let's jump over here into Amazon. So something I noticed today, you can still get the Xbox One S 1TB all digital edition for $173.95 from $250. That's the one that has no disc drive, so you're all digital. They also have the Xbox One X for $349 from $499. Now that's a nice price cut. So definitely, if you've been wanting to grab up an Xbox One X and that's looking like a good price to you, it might be the time to grab one up. You can get the Xbox One S 1TB console with a disc drive and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for $227 from $299. So that's also pretty good. So if you've been waiting to grab up an Xbox One S or go all digital with that edition of the One S, or grab up a One X, might be the time to do so. Now over on the PlayStation side on Amazon here, I did notice you could get a PlayStation 4 Slim 1TB console for $249 from $299, so $50 savings there. Spider-Man's $21.97 for PS4 right now. It's a Game of the Year edition. There's some DualShock 4 controllers for $45.98 from $60, so nice little cut on the controller if you been needing to grab one up. And then I also saw, PlayStation 4 Pro 1TB console, $327 from $399. For me personally, I'd go for that $349 Xbox. But if you are already into PlayStation, or that's something that you'd rather have, then that's still a good price too. You're saving about $72 there. So that's definitely not too bad at all. All right, so also just a little bit of interesting news that popped up this week. I don't know that this is confirmed yet or denied, really. It's an article that was online for Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC. PlayStation 4 exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn will come to personal computers this year, sources tell Kotaku. I also saw this on some other sites too. It's an unprecedented move for Sony that signals a future in which the publisher releases games on platforms beyond its own consoles. So that's not really new. Sony's kind of been hinting at that for a few months now at least, and especially recently, that there's a very good chance that PlayStation 5 games are also going to launch on PC, as long as also on console. A lot like what Microsoft is doing. If it's coming out on Xbox, it's coming out on PC, and I think that's really smart, because you want as many players to have access to those games as possible. Which is a great idea. I mean, that's why Microsoft is doing it. The more players, the better. So I definitely support that idea. I would love to see most of the games coming out on consoles also hitting PC. So another thing that happened this week is Cyberpunk 2077 is being delayed to September 17th. This was originally set to launch on April 16th. So this kind of sucks. I was looking forward to getting my hands on this game in April, but CD Projekt Red has a great reputation, with their games. So, I have to trust that that's what the game needs to be exactly where they need it to be for launch. So I'm sure it'll be worth the wait, September 17th. As long as they don't have to delay it again, I don't think it's really going to be much of a problem. We also got the second trailer for Doom Eternal this week, featuring some gameplay. And honestly, it looks really awesome. I can't wait to check this game out when it releases. If you missed the trailer this week, then go to YouTube, check out Bethesda's channel, and take a look. The trailer's really awesome, and the game looks great. And last but not least, we've got Byleth from Fire Emblem joining Smash Brothers. This was on a Nintendo Direct this week where they announced it, and it looks pretty awesome. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out that entire Direct, hop on over to Nintendo's YouTube page and give it a watch. Alright, that does it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button, give a like on the video, and leave some comments.